And here we are. Hello. Greetings. Well met, everyone. How you doing? What's up? Hello, hello, and welcome to a BBD dance stream. Let me know if everything is fine. I think the music is a bit too loud. Let me lower it a bit. Okay, there we go. Hello, Quindley. Hello, Jedi. Hello, everybody else from Anne's stream that you were watching. I am Miniatures Dan, if you don't know me. I am a miniature painter. I paint miniatures. Who would have thought? And I'm gonna be joining you tonight painting a puppet. Not this one. This is one of my puppets that I have painted in the past, just to show you my puppets. This is a puppet, and this is another puppet that I recently completed. Just to give you an idea, you know, of what I do usually. So today, we're gonna be continuing working on the Reaper Giant that I started a while ago. I unfortunately missed my last Wednesday stream. I was in a bit of a situation, but I'm back now. I am back. So hello everyone. Hello Don. Hello Lilac. Hello Dipperly. How you guys doing? What's up? Good evening. Hello Kajun. How you doing, baby? So let me just get this guy stuck onto the BBD. Okay. All right. So the other time we worked a bit on the non-metallics, started sketching them left and right. I think we can just keep going with that. Maybe do the legs, the non-metallics on the legs, the little things here, the arms. Just continue working on the model. So let me get a drink. Before I get a drink though, I'm gonna switch my palette paper. For those of you who do use a wet palette, hello Balloons. For those of you who do use a wet palette, a big suggestion I have is to always replace the paper and the paints between every paint session you do. Even if the paints are still alive and they feel like they can be used, don't matter, replace it. Because I'm looking for my scissors. They were here. Okay. Because as a paint sits on a wet palette, what happens is that all of the mediums, all of the stuff that has been added by the company in the paint, like the acrylic itself, but also the flow improvers and all of that, they fly away. They evaporate or they seep into the paper. Either way, they are lost. What happens is that the water from the sponge rises to match the lack of medium, and the paint gets thinned out by water rather than medium. This in turn leads to using paints that aren't very high quality anymore. No, it does not, Bill, because the purpose of a wet palette is not to have your paints survive for days or even weeks, although most people will tell you this. That's not the point. The point of a wet palette is to preserve consistency of your paint while you're using it. What I mean is that... One second. I made a bit of a mess. All of my palette paper flew out of the bag. Had to grab it. Although most people will tell you that that's the point of a wet palette, it isn't. The point of a wet palette is to preserve consistency. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So I have... Yes, I disappeared. I did a Monica Lewinsky trick, right? I disappeared under a desk. I am from the magic school of where Monica went. Hello back. Hello Grim. So I have this white paint on my palette, and like the power of a wet palette is... Hello 8. The power of a wet palette is not in maintaining this little dot of paint alive, although is a welcome addition to the fact that the little dot of paint stays alive. The point of a wet palette is that if I get this dot of paint and I thin it out, the consistency, I hope you can see from the camera, the consistency is maintained. So if I leave this thing here, this glaze layer here, it's gonna stay there and remain this diluted for a long time, which allows me to work with this consistency for a while. Something that a dry palette wouldn't allow me to do. This is the point of a wet palette. Not preserving paints over sessions. You should always replace the paper. Wasn't that a political joke? No, not really. Why would it? She was a secretary, not a politician. All right. So, let's work on some non-metallics while I have the white on the palette. Do you ever get high and paint? Getting high in my country is illegal. We don't. Weed is illegal in Italy. That said, even if it was legal, I wouldn't do it anyway because I'm not a huge fan of losing control. I don't like alcohol either, for example. Like, I like having a drink as a social thing, and I do enjoy maybe being a little bit tipsy, just, you know, in case, just to have a laugh. But I do not like getting drunk. I do not drink alone. I don't do any of that. Hello, hi. Hello, Dark. My day's been going great. How's your day going? We finished this guy today. We got this dude sorted out and finished. Little Space Marine. I'm not calling out anybody. I'm just saying what I'm not judging you. Or whoever. I am just saying what I like, if you guys hang out with me for a long enough time, you will find out that I do not care what others do, nor I judge it. I just simply enjoy sharing what I do. Which is different. Love bug lips. Yeah, make Queenie work a bit. She's being a bit of a lazy mod. We need to make her work. You know? No, it's mostly like if we really want to go into the topic, the thing for me is mostly that I don't find that altering the chemicals in my brain fixes any of the problems I have. Like, once the high passes or whatever, I will still go back to being miserable if I was miserable before starting. Which means that for me it's more important to consciously work on improving your mindset rather than ignoring it. But of course, there are people who do need medical help. So I'm not vouching against the use of meds, for example. Because I speak a lot about mental health in my own stream, and there are, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many psychologists, there are basically two reasons why somebody would be depressed. One reason is life, so something happened and brought you to be depressed. And the other is chemicals, which is your body simply does not produce what you need to not be depressed. In the second case, getting meds is the only solution. There is no other solution. Because if you simply have a lack of serotonin, for example, then you gotta get serotonin. There's nothing you can do about it. But any other problem that is real, so to speak, as in not due to your own chemicals, I try to think through rather than ignore. Mostly because every time I tried to ignore, it just came back at me stronger than it was when I left it. So that's how I feel about it. Hello, Rex. That is also true, Bill. That is also very true. Some people just do it because they enjoy it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Lol, Buggy. So we're starting our non-metallic with a bit of a base coat. So we're giving it a grayish base coat, a dark gray base coat. I always tint my grays. You will never see me work with pure flat gray. The reason why is nothing ever truly is pure gray. Even if you were to print out a pure gray piece of paper, if you put it on your desk, it will not be pure gray. Because the colors of the things around it, the light and everything, will modify it, giving it a color. So I tend to avoid using pure gray in my painting because it is just not realistic. It tends to detract from the quality. And since it takes nothing to add a random color to it, so you mix a gray and then you add a yellow or a brown or an orange or whatever you want, it takes nothing to add it, and it just simply improves the paint job. Why not? Really big. Man, that's incredible. Well, that brings a new meaning to tasting somebody's tears. Making somebody so mad that they cry. Now I understand why it might be tasty to drink their tears. My community tries to do that with sticker parties. Okay, so we got a base coat. See, like, I am adding white to lighten, but I'm also adding a bit of a yellow to color. It's still a gray. You don't really see much of a difference. It's still a gray. But I'm turning this pure, neutral, sterile gray into a gray that has had a bit of life, you know? And now we can sketch. So that's... explaining the sketching, as in why I am placing the highlights in a specific point, is a bit of a complex thing when it comes to non-metallic. So I unfortunately am not able to do it on this stream. If you're interested, I do it on my Patreon quite a lot. But basically, I'm just following volume. So my first highlight follow volumes, and the other just simply try to be interesting. No, I do not. Who doesn't love to have a face on their crotch? That's good, Don. Nice. You can now become the master of brush. What I think it's important to show you, and I'm gonna use a French word because I think it really explains what I mean, is how little fucks I am giving about being neat. And that is an important aspect of mini painting that often gets misunderstood. Noise, as in the creation of a layer of color that isn't perfectly shaped, is very interesting in mini painting, or painting in general. So don't try to be too neat in creating a shape that is geometrical. You just want coverage. You don't really want perfection out of the layer after, unless you have a specific goal in mind, in which case. But what's important is that you get coverage and that your layer has an interesting look to it, that looks like it's moving. It's been cold outside, but just warm enough to take a shot at spraying a rattle can, so I went for it. I mean, even if you live in a very, very cold environment, a good way to still rattle can prime your minis is to microwave a little bucket of water. Not to very hot levels, but like kind of warm, and just have your rattle can rest inside for a couple of minutes before taking it out and going to prime. Because it doesn't matter how cold it's outside. What matters is that the can itself isn't cold. So you just gotta warm it up. If it's warm, then you can prime even at -50. I don't know, Bill. Kinda like... My job is sort of the opposite, in the sense that my point... I exist to encourage people to paint, so... I'm not gonna sit here and allow you to say that. You need to paint, dude. Go back. Get your inspiration again. Doesn't matter if you lost it. You can find it again. You can join me, you can join Anne and paint with us while we're live. 1 hour a day. See, now we're blending, so just very simple. Let me see if I can... Okay, let me see if I can show you the blend. Just looking for the color. Hello, Asgard. Am I out of camera? Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out then. You see how simple it is, right? And the more I decide to work on this, the better the blend, of course. So I can leave it as it is, or I can sit here and spend a few more minutes blending, but yes, non-bibbidi babbidi. Whoops. Enjoy painting the metallic. Very relaxing. Non-metallic metal is like my comfort zone. I've been practicing this for so much time that I can kind of do it in my sleep now. That's because you're not a good girl and you're not making use of your Paka Daddy that can sit you on his laps and explain to you things. Gonna do one leg first. So anybody who's joining in late has a chance of seeing me work on the other one. If I do them both at the same time, I would normally do them both at the same time. But you know, since we are live on Twitch and people come and go all the time, I want to give them a chance to watch me start paint job from another perspective. So we're gonna get these legs sorted out and then do the other one. Like, and it's not exactly necessary to always insist with the same method of painting either. Another thing that I am advocating in my painting is the mix-up of techniques. Like YouTube and stuff like that, they tend to compartmentalize miniature painting. So if you watch a video, the guy in the video will most likely be layering the entire paint job or glazing the entire paint job because they want to prove a point that, you know, they're teaching that technique or whatever. But in reality, like in the real world, you're gonna have to mix all of these techniques together. So, for example, on this leg, I have already layered and I've already wet blended, and I even glazed in a point. Because things gotta be mixed up. Like every technique can only take you so far, so you gotta make use of all of them if you want to have a good result. So as I work on blending, I can also work on adding a bit more light and stuff. You see that now I have flattened the leg, like this leg looks more flat than this one does. That's because I have lost contrast in blending. But that can be easily fixed by simply glazing. And that's where glazing is very useful, to reinforce layers of paint that you might have lost without having to commit to resketching and reblending everything. So for example, let's say I want a shadow here. All I gotta do is glaze it in. And the thinner the paint and the less you have on the brush, the more smooth your application will be. Of course, it also means the slower it will be. And again, these can be made high quality and faster if you add more techniques to it. So instead of just glazing, I am also feathering. That means that I'm applying the paint. After cleaning the brush, I extend it. So I have a glaze applied in place, and then I thin it out further to break the edges of the layer. That gives me an even cleaner glaze. So I allow myself to use a thicker glaze than normal because I can compensate with knowledge, basically. And this makes me faster. So it's all a big world of things connected to themselves. Hello, Silverstar. I am indeed. No, actually, my glaze content is on YouTube, free for everybody to watch. And again, one glaze might not be enough. You can just add another one to reinforce. The more layers you apply, the more deep the color will be, which means you're getting more and more and more of a base coat. The trick with glazing is that since the paint is so thin, you can absolutely manage the thickness of the finished result. If you are using a thick paint, you have no choice. Your paint will cover pretty much immediately and therefore give you a flat color, which might need to be blended. While if you glaze, you skip that and you control how much coverage you have by applying thin layers on top of each other, rather than one thick one, but it is time consuming, so that's why I tend to mix techniques, because I like using the more efficient technique for anything I'm doing as to save time. That said though, we did kind of get this right, so let's keep pushing light. I will fix anything later if I feel like it. So now we can go lighter. And this light I'm about to paint will be the one that starts making it feel metallic. Because right now it looks like a gray leg. As I add this light, it's gonna look more metallic as we go. That's because we are finally generating volume. Volume, for those of you who don't know, is the 3D depiction of a 2D thing. So a circle would be a sphere, right? A sphere is a 3D circle. And volumes, such as spheres, but many others, are what we paint. Everything we see, look, are, is a volume, or a series of volumes. So in order to interpret the volumes and make them look what they are, we need at least 3 colors. Why 3 and not 6 or 20 or 2? Because it's with the bare minimum of 3 colors that you create volume, because volume is given by the contrast between shadow and light through a mid-tone. So you're gonna have a color that acts as the real color of the object. Then you need another color that acts as the real color of the object in shadow, and then another color that acts as the real color of the object in light. Once you have this trifecta going, you do get volume, and when you get volume, you can finally start getting non-metallic metal. Because non-metallic metal is entirely based on volume. So if you don't have 3 colors on it, it's not gonna be metal, period. Ah, no problem, Wolves. I mean, these are things that I have explained a million times on my own stream, but here on Reaper streams, since I stream a lot less here, it's good to remind people of them. See, like, the leg now, again, it's not very clean, but if I zoom out, it's starting to pop. And as I build the blend, it's gonna look much better. The reason why I say this is because my in-between color, the mid-tone in this case, is too dark. It's too close to the shadow. So it doesn't really feel like a mid-tone yet because there isn't enough contrast happening. So as I go and blend, I will be introducing the mid-tone, basically, right now with the blending. Which I'm not really blending, I'm just sketching an in-between color right now. But this serves as a bridge for my other colors, and this helps out a lot in giving the feeling of metal. Hello, Joe. Now we can blend. How you doing, my friend? That is good. Me too, man. Me too. Oh, nice, Gwendolyn. Hello, Crown. How you doing? Are you quoting me, mister? Nice. You should browse with your girlfriend, though. Have her pick something. You know, I know you're trolling, mister, but in a way, feels kinda good to know that something I said like 2 weeks ago has stuck to you until this point. Means I'm not completely and entirely full of shit. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, dude. Be as inclusive as you can. Lol, no. You have already been modded in my stream, Sil. There is no need for you to be a simp. Sorry, those of you who don't know, me and Silva have a particular relationship in which we talk shit at each other, basically, constantly. But we're friends, though. Don't worry about it. I'm not actually insulting him, okay? He does deserve it, yes. Does not metallic should always be realistic? How can I make it more interesting? You make it more interesting through reflections of light and changes in color. You will see soon if I can. I mean, I can spend more time than I would have originally anticipated on this lag and really make it amazing. And we can go through it together if you want, I don't mind. Like, what I'm working on right now is just the main light. So, the lag looks uninteresting currently because I'm just working on a main light. The interest will come later when I add informations that aren't realistic but feel. What paints am I using? I use Reaper a lot. A lot. I use Reaper, I use a bit of AK and a bit of Chimera. But Reaper, since a few months ago, has become my backbone paint, in a way. Have you ever considered painting a chameleon? To make it, like, disappear? I just painted over a figure because I hated my non-metallics. I wish I would have watched it before I did that. Man, you weren't in my stream today, figuratively. You should have. You could have asked me questions. But I can give you feedback if you want. Do you have a picture of the mini you hated? Like, before you painted over it. I can try to help you out if you want. I don't mind it. I'm gonna take a sig break anyway, so I can take a minute to give you feedback. Ah, that sucks. Do you have any non-metallic mini you painted? Ah, the color shift. Ah, I painted lots of color shifting effects in my minis. Not specifically chameleon, but... If you want me to show... If you want to show me that one, I can give you feedback on it. Okay. See, we're just cleaning up right now. Just cleaning. I'm adding light, and as I add light, I clean around it to make it spit. And for those of you that might be wondering how am I blending exactly, I am base coating. I am blending with base coats. The paint, you can see, it's a base coat. I'm not really thinning it or glazing or bibidding. I am base coating. The difference is that I am base coating exactly the color that needs to be there to be a blend. So I am using mixes of color, that are in-betweens of the colors already present on the model. So I mix the color, the in-between color, and I place it where I need it to be with a base coat. And this is how I usually paint. It's very rare for me to not use base coats. Do you ever watch movies about gladiators? The only movie I know about gladiator is The Gladiator. And I didn't like it that much. $300 was alright, yes. Although those weren't gladiators, those were Spartan hoplites. Of course you do, Quindley. All of these oiled men's with sexy pecs. I see what you did there, Jay. You know, Sylv kinda has a point. You should not talk movies with me. My tastes are absolutely bad. Of course you do, Quinley. I did not watch Ready Player One, no. Tell me when you have sent the picture figuratively, if you have found it, because I don't hear my phone or anything. Take care, Kajun. See, I'm still working on just the main light. No, I've never been to a Turkish prison. Not even a Turkish bath, actually, now that I think about it. I have seen Airplane, yes. Ah, sorry, that was a quote. That was a quote from Airplane? Holy cow, okay. I'm sorry, dude. I missed it. Of course I've seen Airplane. It's a great movie. Airplane and Naked Gun are masterpieces of comedy. I don't think Hollywood has made anything quite even close to being as funny as those movies. Yeah, they couldn't. No. Nowadays. Imagine making the jokes they made in those movies nowadays. Oh, so many people would just lose their careers overnight. Wait, they gave away the pirate ship? What? No, yeah, I do remember the pirate ship from the movie, but I didn't know they were giving it away. Well then. Good luck to your friend. Yeah, so we're just constantly trying to get definition, and as we define, we try to clean as well. So it is not a small effort because this leg is very big and it needs to be cleaned up across the board. Hello, man. la umanità. Oh, just gonna push the light. Metallic is all about contrast, so it needs to be pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. I have been okay, let me have a cigarette. I have been painting for 3 years, figuratively. I'm gonna hide my face. I've been painting for 3 years. Basically, my story in how I got into mini painting is very simple. I have been looking for a job for years after high school. I couldn't really afford university, but also even if I could have, I probably wouldn't have gone anyway, because I am more of a humanistic kind of person when it comes to subjects. And stuff like psychology and philosophy doesn't really give you a job. So it wouldn't have not been very good for me. So anyway, I looked for jobs a lot, and I couldn't find any. I've only done odd jobs, like I worked as an extra in the opera theater, and I've done receptions and stuff like that, but never really found a career. I woke up one day when I was 27, and I understood that my life was basically over before it began. Because I was unemployed, no prospect of future, and that brought me to be very suicidal. It just was a bleak moment. At the time, I wasn't into miniatures or anything like that, but I mentioned to my girlfriend of the time that I would have liked to paint minis when I was a child. So in an effort to cheer me up, she gifted me a bunch of minis and brushes and stuff, and I started painting. This happened roughly 3 years ago, and since then I haven't stopped. My car does a very nice vroom vroom sound. I'm very happy to, figuratively. I've been just lucky across the board on multiple occasions. I got lucky to find mini painting when I did. I got lucky that I found the strength to do my best in improving, and then I got even luckier by getting the community that I have on Twitch on my own channel. And then I got lucky to get like companies like Reaper to contact me and approach me, and having me work with them. Just stroke of luck after stroke of luck. That's the sound. Actually, that's not the sound of my car. My car is very quiet. When it's on, it just goes. It's like a cat purring. But as soon as you push on the gas, it goes from it starts. That's the sound it makes. That's literally the sound it makes. As soon as you push a bit on the gas, it just goes brum, and you feel like you are on a spaceship, dude. Both done. Hello, Kami. Yeah, no, but no ambulance sounds. It should be. Ooh. I'm gonna look online if there is a kit to modify the sound into. Ooh. What I do want is to change my horn from beep beep to. Actually, if I could actually change the horn of the car, I would change it to beep 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 beep. After this stream with you guys, I have a lot of work to do. God damn it. It's gonna be a late evening for the Paka guy. I have to take a bunch of pictures of stuff that I completed. I have to take a pic of this guy. I have to take a pic of this guy. I have to take a pic of this guy. And I have to take a pic of this guy. And then after taking the pictures, I have to work on scheduling the Instagram posts for them, which is gonna take a while as well. Yeah. Yes, Moneta. No, I am done trying to get a picture for my Tinder going. Yeah, honestly, yes, that's all I need, Joe. When I get the car, just chill on next to the car, take a picture. That would be enough. The car is gonna do it for me. No, but I'm working on it, Donmal. Start painting, you mean? Well, the Reaper Learn to Paint kit is a great way to learn. Nothing. Just paint the freaking thing. Practice makes perfect. And now we are working on the serious blending, so to speak. Oh, God dang it! These freaking minis in the way. After working with sketches and thick coats of paint to get coverage, I'm now working in a bit more hard on refining. Yeah, dude. You wanna see my desk right now? Like, I cleaned it a week ago, and it's already full of stuff. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Okay, let's take this into pure white, mostly for a matter of contrast, and then we can clean up again. I want tea as well now. Bagley! Quindley! Make me tea. Quindley, if I come live with you, will you make me tea? You scare me, Moneta. Okay. What about massages? Would you do those, Quindley? My back. I don't know. I don't know, Moneta. I guess it's just a feeling, you know? I'd rather Quindley do it. Bug, thank you. How is that? I want a massage. I don't want to get drunk, Moneta. I don't. See, that's why you scare me. I'll forget the tea. It's not a competition, on it. That's exactly what I want, a massage. Hello, Trash, how you doing? Why is the idea of a massage always have to default into being something sketchy? I just want a massage. I had a classmate. I had a classmate back in high school. She enjoyed giving massages to people. It relaxed her. And man, she was incredible at giving massages. Incredible. She touched you and you felt like, ah. I don't know how she did it. Yeah, I think. Another time I had a physical education professor who was like a local Italian champion of Krav Maga or some shit like that. Anyway, he was a teacher and a trainer of weird martial arts, and he was also specialized like in the points of not really chakra, but like stuff like that. Anyway, one day he was like, we were having a cigarettes on outside the school, him and I. He was very young, even though he was a professor. And he was like, oh, you know, Luca, I see you a bit tense today. Turn around 1 second. He just hit my back with 2 fingers, just like this, on the back of my back. And I almost felt like I fainted. It's almost like a weight off of my back just fell. I don't know what he did, but dude, man, I wish I could meet him again. I felt like 10 years younger. I think I got carried away with this leg, man. I have... You know, I didn't think it would be possible to be more scared of your monitor, but you just have been able to achieve that. No. That's so sweet. Finally, no, it isn't. Okay, let's see if I can speed things up just a little bit because I've been a bit slow on this tonight. Yes, I am, Gimli, you're right. Sorry. What size of Rublev brushes do you use? 1.5 usually. Like the one, the Rublev brush you will see me use 99% of the time is 1.5. Actually, let me use this one. Let's go. Can you please stop making me crave for burgers? I beg you. I haven't had Burger King in so long, dude. I beg you. here in Italy, they are amazing. No, here it's the opposite. McDonald's is alright, but Burger King is the one that really is good. Also, like, the chicken wings, man, they're so good. And the jalapenos thing. Ah. That is actually possible, Backlips. No, I mean it. It's really good. It is really, really good here. Especially in the train station of Milan, apparently. At the moment, I'm thinking about all of the fucking work I have to do in a few minutes. Because I would like not to do it. But, you know, gotta be a man and all that. But I'm just getting the various gradients to be cleaner. They're not really great, but you know, I can clean them up as much as I want. Like when the surface is so big, all you gotta do is just be patient. Can you please stop quoting me? That's what she said. Mozza as in mozzarella. An hamburger with mozzarella. That sounds like a choke hazard. No, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's Italian or not. it just would be scary for me to have it. Because mozzarella gets difficult to swallow when it's melted. So like having it in a burger means like burgers are already difficult to swallow on their own. With mozzarella in it, I don't know, I would be legit afraid of choking. Okay, so this leg is shit. I don't know exactly what happens to me tonight, but I will eventually fix it. I don't know, I guess I was a bit out of tune tonight. Took me forever, and it doesn't look very good, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about that monitor. You guys are animals. That's all I'm gonna say. Hello, Mike. Witch up. I'm good. It's all right. It's been a weird month, but it's all right. Yeah, I made a miscalculation with the mid-zone. And that dragged itself across the entire page, basically. For the whole duration of it. That's what I didn't like about this thing. Bit better now, but I will need to do more work on it, of course. I also don't think I need quite as deep of a shadow in a few hours. Che palle. Yeah, I'm better off redoing the lag entirely than trying to fix it, basically. Man, I made one mistake with the mid-zone. I didn't think it through enough. Fuck. It's fine. Everybody makes mistakes. Yes, Zayden. Yes. Painters will sometimes put the brush in the mouth, usually to dilute the paint. By tapping the brush on the tip of your tongue, you can dilute the paint a little bit. And it is useful sometimes. That said though, licking the brush is not a necessary thing to do to paint well, so it's not like you have to. But some do. Okay, fuck this. I'm gonna repaint it next week. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the subs, Iron. Nah, why would I be offended? All right, my friend. Sorry for the fluke in a way. Like, it's been a while since I fucked up so royally, but it does happen. Next week I'm gonna speed paint both legs in like 15 minutes. I know that. I don't know why tonight I was so. It doesn't matter though. Thank you for hanging out. I will be live on my own stream. Friday. The links are here. Yeah, just that and all of that. Maybe it's the weather, you know. Maybe it's the weather. And what else? Nothing. I'll see you. I'll see you Friday on my own stream, or next week on this Reaper stream, or on Patreon later tonight when I post the video on the paint job of this guy. I will be uploading. Sorry for the sellout. Just mentioning. I will be uploading like a 2-hour-long guide on the painting of this dude from start to finish. So if you want to, you can check the Patreon out. Well, you're late, Robert, because I'm going offline. I know. What a sad. Take care, everyone. I love you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.